So, Arun sir, what is the most innovative solution you have seen being implemented in a challenging business scenario as of now throughout your journey?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. That makes me think, what is the most innovative solution that I did in the most challenging situation? Yeah. Okay. What I remember, one of the challenging situation was that when I was an operations director in Johnson and Johnson,
Hmm.
so we had two plants in Mumbai. One was the where we used to make baby powder, Band-Aid, etc.
Hmm.
And another was very nearby plant, about 2-3 kilometers in Bhandup, Mulund and Bhandup, where we used to make sanitary napkins. Now, this sanitary napkin plant was making losses. And as a part of my responsibility, we were to turn it around. And the constant recommendation from everyone is close it down, ask the workers to go home, we will give them a package, etc., etc. So that's a common solution that people, and it was not easy because both these plants were led, the unions were led by militant unions. The militant union leaders like Datta Saman, Bhai Jagtap, and these were
Hmm.
the people who could kill you.
My goodness.
So it was as challenging that. And they had abducted people, leaders, managers, thrashed them. So it was the situation. And in that situation, when I thought about solving this, okay, this is the routine solution is to announce a VRS, do a closure of the plant, have a struggle and fight with the workers, 40, 50 workers. But I said, let me talk to them. So I asked my managers to say, okay, get all the workers in the plant on one day and let me talk to them. And I talked to them and I told them, hey, this plant doesn't make money and we cannot continue like this ever. We make losses here. We make losses because the cost of production is much higher. So
Hmm.
one option is for us to close this plant, give you VRS, ask you to go home. Is
Hmm.
there a second option? Can you tell me? So many workers were, kind of very emotionally. He said, sir, our life depends on this plant. If you close this plant, give us money, what will we do for the rest of our life? There's no jobs in Bombay now. So
Hmm.
please don't close this plant. We will work with you to reduce the cost, sir. Whatever you say, we will bring it down. Whatever you say, we will do. So I
Hmm.
said, what all can you do? Because this plant was a nearby plant, it has its own manufacturing facility, expenses. I said, can you move out from here to another plant? He
Hmm.
said, whatever you say. I
Hmm.
said, fine. Then we have solved the problem. Then let's work together in shifting all you along with machines to our existing plant, and then we will sell this place. So you keep your jobs, I get my costs down, company realizes money, and that worked out so well. So well that the workers themselves told me, sir, on this day we're going to move this machine. Tell us when you are ready. And they moved the machine. We did not even lose a single day of production. No strikes, no demonstrations. Workers were happy, we were happy because we got our costs down, they got the jobs to keep, and we reduced the cost. So this is one thing that comes to mind. And the lesson there is, you have to think out of the box. You have to go to the people who with you have a problem and share with them, and they will come out with a solution. You must be willing to accept the solution.
Yes, sir.
So have I answered your question, Yukta?
Yes, sir. Sir, what year was it? Which year is it?
Oh, this was this was in early 2000s, not even early 2000, 1998,
1998.
end of the 20th century.
I
I was
see.
operations director in Johnson and Johnson that time.
Mm-hmm. That's really great to hear, sir. The lessons that you have learned throughout and the exceptional solution that you have been able to bring out throughout the situation, sir.
Actually, I did not bring out the solutions. I was just, able to accept the solution,
Oh,
being a non-standard new solution. And ultimately, you have to look at this way, you have to be people-centric.
yes, sir. Yes.
And if you look after people, they will look after you. That's the learning in my life. So I said, yeah, okay, I understand. You guys will lose your job and your jobs are more important.
Hmm.
for you, for your life, for your children. So let's see how you can keep the jobs. But
Hmm.
simultaneously, we need to find ways to reduce the cost. And they gave. And once they shifted to the new plant, new location, they went out of there to produce more. And we used to recognize on a weekly basis for exceptional production. They said that we want to reduce costs. They said you don't have to worry about reducing costs. We will reduce the cost. You have allowed us to keep our jobs, sir.
Like the pressure made them work even better. Like they have been able to work better under pressure.
Not pressure so much. It is they owned the cost reduction because
Hmm.
what was the deal? You allow us to keep the job. I said, yeah, fine. But then how do we reduce costs? Yeah, we will manage that. So they took up the ownership of reducing the cost
Okay, they like chose to like believe it as their own. They owned that.
at their own.
Hmm.
And they knew the best how to reduce the cost. They knew where the cost wastages were happening, what were the problems. They said, we will manage that, sir. You just allow us to keep us our jobs. I said, fair enough. I don't need to take away your jobs because I will gain nothing out of that. I want to reduce the cost. And that
Hmm.
plant still runs. And as we were implementing this strategy, this required to move from one union leader to another union leader's terrain, two different leaders. And they managed that. They said, we will manage our leaders, sir. You don't have to worry about it.
That's absolutely great to hear.
So it is probably one of the, out of box solutions. Our in box solution was close the plant, have demonstrated, call the police, close the plant.
Hmm.
That we took the risk. And
Hmm.
my managing director had faith in me.
Hmm.
But my HR leader was very panicky. He said, hey, what are you doing? How can you manage? I said, either you manage the plant or I manage the plant.
Hmm.
And I have the backing of the managing director. So if you want to discuss this, let's have with the managing director. And that discussion never took place. So the learning for mine was to, and this learning came from a lot of colleagues. They said, if you take care of people, people will take care of your worries. So take care of people. Find good people, take care of them, and they will take care of your business.
Yes, so ultimately it's the people who bring you down or lift you up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
We must have the courage to understand them, stand by them if they are right. And they will stand by you like hell. Like a rock, they will stand by you.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Right. Okay, good.